Yahweh Shema Mashiach Yahweh
Lord, we come to you
Shabaraka.
in the name of your only begotten Son, Christ. We ask you to protect us, Lord. Watch over us, Lord. Keep us.
Wake up from sleep, feeding the sheep. If you want the kingdom, you must be born again. The Bible like a sword, precepts so sharp it'll pierce your skin. Bring it out. We ain't never gonna break a being. 2 Corinthians 4, 8 through 10. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Okay. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Yes, sir. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. On me. I'ma dance like David, chariot to the kingdom. I hope we all make it. My faith ain't shit.
Uh-oh. Yo, what's going on YouTube, man? Shouts out to the Lions there, man. Shouts out to Karima, you know what I mean? Lahefe the boss. Salakia. Lahefa the boss, you know what I mean? Lahefa means boss in Spanish. Man, I appreciate you for bringing me back on the Lions Den platform to promote my new book that I just self-published on Amazon. It's called Precepts Upon Precepts, Line Upon Line, here a little, there a little. And I just hope y'all go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all like the song. That's my you know what I'm saying? Me and him started a YouTube channel together. Check me out on Grafted In Pod. You know what I mean? I got a couple of things going on there. Got Hebrew Anonymous show. Also got Blind Dating Faith and Hebrew Conversations going on. If y'all want to check me out. Again, thanks to the Lion platform for letting me host and bring this book out. So yeah, like I said, man, I got this book out. And what you're gonna find in this book is pretty much a lot of things. Y'all pretty much going to find a lot of breakdowns, like main breakdowns that Hebrew Israelites use when teaching. So my goal was to bring these precepts out in the book to help unlock the Bible, because you know what I mean, and it's no diss to anybody, and I've learned from a couple of different groups out here, and you know what I mean. So um, I've been in the truth. I don't know, man. Probably like 8 years now, something like that. So I've gathered a lot of knowledge throughout this time, and but throughout that time, like when you don't actually join into um, join into a camp and actually like you know go like balls to the wall into it, it's like they don't really want to help you out. So you kind of gotta you like you left to learning on your own, basically. And there's a lot of people out here that's that's like me, that's that's trying to better themselves, and they looking for the information, but they just don't want to join the camp, you know what I mean, and do all that, whatever. I'm not dissing nobody, but what I'm saying, I just wanted the information. So I reached out to so the inspiration behind my book, man, what I'm saying, it's going to be a lot of information in there, precepts, breakdowns, but the inspiration was that I was going to these camps and I was asking them for a precept book, and it was like, you know what I mean, like y'all could probably relate to me on this point of it. It's like you go to them, what I'm saying, for the truth, you know what I mean, and it's like they want you to actually join their body in order to get a, sometimes you don't even get a precept book, but camps that I reached out to, I was actually trying to get a precept book, and they saying they selling it, but they only selling it to each other. So I'm like, okay, like y'all, what I'm saying, people who do all this teaching that they that we lost sheeps when they out on the corners. So I took it upon myself, what I mean, to like kind of like lock in, what I mean, and what I'm saying, I do want to give a shout out to I want to give a shout out to my rib too, what I mean, because what I'm saying, like y'all can relate to this too, what I mean. Okay, I'm feeling what I mean, Karima, thank you for the platform. I could, I finally get to get it off now. So yeah, man. So let's talk about it. So, what I mean, so a lot of times when people, what I'm saying, they just watching videos on the internet, what I'm saying they going to class and, they learning and they going into Facebook battles and social media debates, what I'm saying, the clubhouses, what I mean, like that's clout, what I mean, and so what I'm saying, so like I got into like a little back and forth with Munch or whatever, and what I'm saying, she said something that kind of cut me. She's saying like, what I'm saying, like what, what I'm saying, like, what I'm saying, like, what I'm saying, like, what are you going to do to put your brick in? Because you watching these videos, you learning, but what I'm saying, when you going to join the camp or something like that, what I'm saying, brothers, like y'all done heard that, what I'm saying, your girl try to come at you, what I'm saying, put your brick in. So, what I'm saying, so like trying to turn a negative to a positive, because it was negative at the time, but to turn it to a positive, once you take a shower and you go to sleep on it and you like really start getting into your feelings about it, it's like, damn, yo, like, what I'm saying, you really got cut. What I'm saying? So what could I do to put my brick in? You know what I mean? So then I started trying to join camps, you know what I mean? Um, I want to, what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to FOPE, to the Folk Israelites, I've learned a lot of stuff from them, you know what I mean? I want to give a shout out to the ISUPK, General Mahaiman. I do a lot of learning from him. Tazariak, uh, Katazai. I want to give a shout out to, mm, I don't know, but shouts out to all y'all camps, man. It's a lot of y'all, honestly. Yeah, it's a lot of y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. If I ain't name y'all, it's just not on top of my head right now. But I watched a lot of y'all, and y'all are inspiration to the precept book. You know what I mean? Loosen up. Hey man, I appreciate it, man. It's my, what I'm saying, it actually been a minute since I've gone live. So, what I mean? I appreciate it. Ain't no sweat. So yeah, so shouts out to all the camps that I have. You good out. But shouts out to all the camps that I have learned from. You know what I mean? This precept book was inspired by y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gave me the breakdowns. And if we could, can we bring up what's the table of contents? If we could. But yeah, so back on that, I was like, you know what I'm saying? So like what can I do to put my brick in? So, you know what I mean? So just like a lot of other brothers, you start kind of like going to different camps and you know what I mean, and you start taking in all this knowledge and just like, okay, what camp do you want to learn actually join up to? But I could just never, what I'm saying, I never wanted to really do that, you know what I mean? Because doing that come with a lot of other stuff that you gotta, give up. Like I just wanted the information, you know what I'm saying? Y'all told me I was an Israelite. Now I'm searching for the truth of being an Israelite. I appreciate it. So so I was trying to get a precept book, and since nobody would give me a precept book unless I joined in camp, it was like, okay, let me create my own precept book. So within doing that, okay, somebody said I'm not lying. But yeah, so like so within doing that, you know what I'm saying, these are topics that I came up with, you know what I mean? These like the most you know what I'm saying, like these are topics that really spoke out to me when it came to being an Israelite. So one thing I wanted to know was who was King James and who wrote the Bible. So I did a lot of research on that, you know what I'm saying, and I brought that out for chapter 1. And chapter 2, coming out of Christianity, somebody that's, just coming into the truth, what I mean, this is one of the breakdowns that you're going to have is what I'm saying, the Adam and Eve breakdown. You know what I mean? So I give you so now I'm saying I give you the precepts, and I also do my own commentary on the precept too. So it's not like you just getting book chapter verse. You getting, like you getting book chapter verse with the understanding of it too. You know what I mean? So, what I'm saying? Then I go over God's chosen people, who are the Israelites today. You know what I mean? So if you want to say you're an Israelite, you know what I'm saying, you got to know how to talk to people, tell people, you know what I mean? So my book is like a starter kit, you feel me? Because a lot of people come into the truth, and the first people that you got to explain your new lifestyle, your new culture to is your family. You know what I mean? And, and sometimes when you just coming into the truth, it's like, you know, a lot of times you know what I'm saying, a lot of times you haven't joined like a body, or you haven't joined the camp. So you just learning off the internet. And but doing that, it's like you could get caught up in what you're trying to teach. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you know what I'm saying? So if you came into my situation where as though you're trying to get the truth, but you gotta actually join a body to get these breakdowns to help. And that's the other thing, you know what I mean? Like, why do you have to join camp in order to get a precept book? You know what I mean? Y'all should sell y'all precept book to anybody that wants it, because even though they not in your school, they still pushing. So they're like, okay, it's loading up. But yeah, so it's like, that's the other purpose of me creating this precept book, because it's, what I'm saying, like anybody could push the truth. You know what I'm saying? I stay out here in Georgia. Like just the other day, I seen two people, one at the farmers market, one at Walmart, two people in fringes. You know what I mean? So I come across people wearing fringes all the time, and a lot of times when I come across them, they not in no camp. They just keeping the laws themselves. You could tell by the fringes. You know what I mean? And they be welcoming too. But it's like, okay, like, so one of the first questions be, okay, so who you learn from? You know what I'm saying? And they, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I watch everybody, and I be on that type of time. You know what I mean? But you also gotta watch who you learn from. So with my precept book, it's like a starter kit, you know what I'm saying, for all the individualites out there. You know what I mean? And so as I said, you know what I'm saying, if you come into the truth, you find out you're an Israelite, you know what I'm saying, you're going to need the precept breakdowns on God's chosen people and who are the Israelites today. You got to be able to explain that, you know what I mean? So, um, you know what I'm saying? So if you ever get caught up and you kind of stuck on what to say, you know what I'm saying, you go to Amazon, type in, what's my book name? Type in Precepts for Your Thoughts, line upon line, here a little, there a little, you know what I mean? And it's, oh, another thing, man. So my book is an ebook, you know what I mean? So you purchase my book, it goes straight to your email. So, you know what I'm saying, you on your phone. I mean, not on your phone, but you got your phone on you all the time. So you buy my book, you know what I'm saying, you got something handy right there in your pocket. Open up your email, save it to where you want to save it to. What I mean, as you can see, I got all the topics. How to cut the virgin birth. When you first coming into the truth, you already know you got the Christian families and all that, and you know what I mean. So, and and that's one of the main topics is the virgin birth. So I got that precept, got the breakdown, got the precepts, got the breakdown, and I give you. So all right, let's talk about the virgin birth, right? So let's not show them my breakdown in it, But when you going into the virgin birth, I give you the scriptures, and right under the scriptures, matter of fact, let's show half of the virgin birth real quick. I just want to show maybe just one precept. Let's give them one precept of the virgin birth so I can show them what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, matter of fact, Adam and Eve, cool. We go to Adam and Eve since we was right there. So let me see. Let's go up right. One more. One more. Bam. Yeah. So that's the top of that. Genesis 1 and 26. So as you can see in Genesis 1 and 26, so I give the book chapter verse and then parentheses in green, and that's all through my precept book. In green is like my breakdown to help you explain what book chapter verse that you're reading, because sometimes you could read a book chapter verse and you could still get stuck. So that's why I come behind it in green. So it's like you can read it, and if you need to, you could just say what I just wrote right there. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go back to the table of contents. I just wanted to show y'all that. Just to let y'all know that, I ain't, I ain't do no bullshit with this precept book. You feel me? So yeah, so the virgin birth is just like the Adam and Eve. You get the book chapter verse. Oh, multiple wives. You know what I mean? When you come into the truth, brothers, this is one of the first things that you find out. You walking past people on the street teaching, you might catch Genesis out there. You know what I'm saying? Believers of the way. You might catch whoever out there, and you walk past them, and they, what I'm saying, they busting down the truth to you, and and this is one of the precepts. Well, this is one of the topics that come up. They, hey brother, what I'm saying, like, you a king and all that, like the way they talk, and they start busting down the multiple wives, how, what I'm saying, how polygamy is not a sin and everything. So I got all the multiple wives precepts right here. And I break them down. So another thing about polygamy and multiple wives that you're gonna get to understanding when you buy this book is what I'm saying, not every brother was a king when it comes to them having multiple wives. Like you know what I'm saying, you could be a regular brother. What's up? Yeah. Like you could be a regular brother. You could be a regular brother and have multiple wives, and I got the precept to show it, because that's one of the first things people like to say. Oh, that was back then, or oh, this brother was wealthy, or this brother was a king or a prince. Nah, man, it's regular smet, whatever that word is. I stutter a little bit, but it's regular brothers just like me and you that had multiple wives. And and in today's time, you don't have to be a neo to have multiple wives. You could be just like me. You know what I mean? I've had Salakia. Anyway, man. So yeah, the multiple wives precepts, they gonna have the green letter in there with me helping you with the understanding. Another thing, man, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said this like a starter kit, you know what I mean? So we get the John 3:16 breakdown, you know what I mean? This one thing, you know what I'm saying? Just because you come into the truth don't mean that you um you're ready to answer everybody question, you know. Just because you could win a couple of, gotcha moments on Facebook and Instagram posts, it don't mean you're ready to start teaching in the real world. So, but you know what? You can buy my precept book and you could go outside and start to teach. You know what I mean? You can walk into some Jehovah Witnesses, you know what I'm saying, that be standing in front of the damn the Dollar Tree all the time. They want to pass out their flyers. You know what I'm saying? Have a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? Buy my precept book. You know what I mean? Open up your email. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they talking about, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Bring up John 3:16. Ask them what John 3:16 mean to them. You know what I'm saying? Who was Christ talking to? You know what I'm saying, with John 3:16, and you already know what they're gonna say. So that's why I say, just because you're Israelite, it don't mean you ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might know what to say, but when you in the thick of that battle, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna need a precept book to help you out. And if you're not in a camp, most times you don't have, like, you know what I'm saying, if you run into a battle, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got nobody that you could call that could help you out. Well, this is the reason why I took it upon myself to, you know what I'm saying, to put this precept book together. Like I told y'all in the beginning, man, like, you know what I'm saying, I've been living this lifestyle for about 8 years, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna give y'all a little backdrop about me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How to cut Matthew 28:19. That's talking about go ye therefore and teach all nations. So again, when you come into the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people that you talking to, a lot of times, like, they gonna take you to the scriptures where it's gonna say, because you're gonna tell people that you're an Israelite, and you're gonna tell people that, you know, you are God's chosen people, and you gotta break that down. I already got a chapter for you in that. So once you break that down, they're going to take you to a chapter that's going to say something like, go ye therefore and teach all nations. You as an Israelite, you got to respond to that. You know what I mean? You can't look stuck. So if you hear, go ye therefore all nations, that's why I kind of like made it bold for you, because you're like, okay, Matthew 28:19, look at your precept book. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, act like you're looking at your Bible app. You're like, okay, let me open up my Bible. Lean on my understanding, Salakia. Just lean on my understanding. Buy my book. Act like you go into your Bible app. Go on your email. Bring up my precept book and go to Matthew 28:19 with them. And I break that all the way down. So um let's talk about, okay, how to cut Titus 2:11. Salvation hath appeared to all men. Another Gentile scripture that whoever you're talking to is going to take you to. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I got that breakdown. You know what I mean? Like I said, like, this is the Hebrew starter pack. You know what I mean? And let's talk about King James real quick. You know what I mean? So when you go on Amazon, Amazon try to do their copy of, like, you know, if you watching a movie and they try to show you like the plot and all that. Well, Amazon, they try to do that for my book. I was like, oh, damn, okay, y'all trying to help me sell my book. So they kind of give a little, they give a little bit of what I did about King James. You know what I mean? So through my research with King James, I found out that I found out that like that part of the country was actually kind of like overtaken by Moors. You know what I mean? So King James come from that like Moorish bloodline. You know what I'm saying? The Moors were like, you know what I'm saying, pretty much black people, or or you know what I'm saying, like the Moors came under one banner. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know what I'm saying, was colored people. I'm not saying like black color, Negro. I'm just saying anybody that had melanin in them, they came under that one banner. We melanin and they not. And that's the Moors. So the Moors basically like took over what is it, Europe. Okay, I don't think my engineer with me right now. But basically, man, I give the whole breakdown on all that. And you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people might type in Google, who is King James? And the first thing that's gonna come up is a white man. So, you know what I mean? As a Hebrew Israelite, you gotta dig deeper than the whitewashing. So, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, Amazon took my first chapter of my book, Who was King James, Who Wrote the Bible? You know what I'm saying? And they give y'all this right here. So through my research, this is what I found on the real King James, and um I even put an image that's widely known about the real King James. And as I explained, you know what I'm saying, like the Moors took over Southern Europe, well, the European countries at that time. So, you know what I mean? So, like, it was basically ran by black folks or melanated people, you know what I mean? And I just give that whole breakdown about King James through my research. You know what I mean? And then I jump into who wrote the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you appreciate it, because like when you come into the truth, it's like people want to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who wrote the Bible? How do you know that this book is real? Well, chapter one, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go everywhere you know what I'm saying, to look for it. You know what I'm saying? It's right there, chapter one. You know what I mean? And I think y'all really going to appreciate what I did for you know what I'm saying? I made it real easy for y'all. Chapter one, who wrote the Bible? Right after that, you know what I mean, we jump into the Adam and Eve, you know what I'm saying, the creation story, you know what I'm saying, by Ahavah Yahaawadah. And man, and that's another thing, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, coming into the truth, like I really took this serious to the point that, you know what I mean, I changed my name over this. You know what I mean? Uh, a lot of people they got these names talking about they're Israelite. Man, they ain't nothing but a damn TikTok, Facebook name. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all really about this truth, then you know what I'm saying, be about the truth. And you know what I'm saying? Actually change your name. Because people want to act like they following the laws, but did you actually, you know what I'm saying? Are people actually calling you by your Hebrew name? You know what I'm saying? If we God's chosen people, we supposed to represent that. And a lot of people not doing that out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why people can say that y'all cosplaying because y'all won't actually put it on paper. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? The book says by Ahavah Yahaawadah, told y'all how long I've been in the truth, and I'm taking this to my last breath. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? I wrote the book. Another thing I want to bring up, you know what I'm saying? And like I could have been fake, you know what I mean? I could have been fake, and I could have came on here on some, like, y'all know how them people are, like, you know what I'm saying? They'll probably, let me give y'all this scripture. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have came on here and try to act all holier than thou, but nah, I'm giving y'all me. I could have gave y'all what, Second Timothy's 3:16. All scriptures is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. So I could have came on here talking about I wrote this book because I was inspired by God. But you know, in my precept book, I'm helping breaking down you know what I'm saying, who wrote the Bible. And I, you know what I'm saying, like Israelites like to flip scriptures and all that, but you know what I'm saying, like I said, like when y'all buy this book, y'all had a brother that actually took his time with it. I ain't rushed through it, nothing like that. And you know what I mean? So like you gonna get what you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get more than what you paid for. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling it for $15. You know what I mean? And it's on Amazon. You know, Amazon get they cut. So I don't really get the $15 anyway. But if you want to support my Cash App, Havaya, you know what I'm saying? I'll send it to you in your email. Yeah, another thing I want to bring up. So, like I said, this is just an ebook. It goes straight to your email. But I'm working on a deluxe copy, which is going to be a hardback. You know what I mean? Y'all see that paper? That's going. Y'all see that book right there? You know what I mean? So right now, this is the ebook, and on a hard copy, you're going to get this. So imagine these rappers come out with rap albums, and it'd be like they first copy, then you know what I'm saying, a couple of days later, they got the deluxe copy where they probably added like 2 songs. Well, I ain't no rapper. You feel me? What I did was I came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I was just learning. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get into a couple of different camps. Well, you know what I'm saying? I tried to get into some camps, found out that wasn't for me. And you know what I'm saying? Ended up I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm on YouTube now. I never thought I'd be on YouTube. So, you know what I mean? I ended up on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Creating some shows, just being me. And then you know what I'm saying? Then I ended up, you know what I'm saying? I could really say it, you know what I mean? Through the inspiration of the Most High, I ended up becoming an author. And that's crazy. And you know what I mean? So I mean, I'm thankful for where I'm placed at, and I wasn't looking to be placed in this position because anybody could have did it before me, and I don't understand why nobody didn't. You know, I know Ron Dalton put out that Hebrews to Negroes, but it wasn't what I'm offering you, and I'm pretty sure he's selling that book higher than what I'm charging for it on Amazon. What I'm giving you is what you need. What you need. What oh, you know what? Also in my precept book, man, we 30 minutes in. Give me a tab real quick. Also in my precept book, when you come into the truth, Israelites tell you about the Sabbath. You know what I mean? They tell you that you can't buy that you cannot make it clear buy and sell on the Sabbath. They say you cannot buy or sell on the Sabbath. Well, um, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to this brother named Phineas because Phineas, check out his YouTube channel if you want, Priest of Power or something like that. But Phineas, so I reached out to him. Like I said, I reached out to him like, yo, man, I'm looking to write a precept book. And what I asked him, I was like, yo, would you mind going over my precept book? You know what I mean? You know, and just giving me um your take on what you think I got in there. So, you know what I mean? So like I went to you know what I'm saying, a well known uh person in this community that I'm able to reach out to and speak to because a lot of, you know, people that got some clout, you know what I'm saying, they not as, you know, as helpful out here. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I don't want to bash no people that finally got clout in their life. But, you know, Phineas is down to earth. I met him in real life, supported his clothing business. But messaging him, I asked him, you know what I'm saying, uh will he go over certain things that I sent him so I could, you know, kind of get it, you know, checked out or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So he gave me one of the best advice, which was, you know what I'm saying, like, do your own research. So in doing my own research, when I got to the topic of the Sabbath, I was like, okay, so like where is people getting this that we cannot buy and sell on the Sabbath? So I went looking for it outside of the breakdown that I already had in my book. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, reached out to Phineas. He told me to do my own research on stuff. I'm not saying that. So with him telling me that, it sparked something in my mind. I was like, okay, I'm on this chapter. Let me find out why we cannot buy and sell on the Sabbath. So I'm looking all through the laws, trying to find it. Don't see it. And you know what I'm saying? And I come across this, you know what I'm saying, this book chapter verse in I think it was Ezekiel. So I was reading Ezekiel 10, I believe it is. And so I'm reading Ezekiel 10, and he says you cannot buy and sell on the Sabbath. He said we not going to buy and sell on the Sabbath, right? So I'm like, okay, why is he saying that? You know what I'm saying? Why is he saying that and that's not in the law. So I read Ezekiel 9. I don't see nothing. I read Ezekiel 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading it all the way back up to chapter 10 when he finally said it. And it's like basically, you know what I'm saying, buy my book, you know what I'm saying, buy my book and you'll find out you know what I'm saying, you'll find out the truth and why you can buy and sell on the Sabbath, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta stop handicapping ourselves, you know. And then with this whole lunar Sabbath and Sabbath from Friday to Saturday, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath is Friday to Saturday. It ain't no lunar. Take me to this chapter. Take me to that chapter. What this say? What that say? This calendar back then is the real calendar. We going in today's time right now. You know what I mean? We following this calendar right here. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing about Israelites. Like we can't come together on anything. So, you know what I mean? Like y'all, it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? If the Sabbath is a holy day, it needs to just be a holy day. You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath, Saturday. Just make it the holy day to make it because like, the scriptures ain't supposed to be, it's supposed to be simple, something that you can understand. When you gotta take me here, 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 and here, talking about some lunar Sabbath, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are not making this, you know what I'm saying, peace, shalom. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to say Shabbat Shalom, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? How is it, resting in peace if we can't even, you know what I'm saying, agree on the day of the Sabbath, you know? So, man, Sabbath is Saturday, the Sabbath. Keep it that way. And you also can buy and sell on the Sabbath. You know, people think y'all gotta prep on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So buy my book, I'll free your mind on that. Let me see what else I talk about and clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? I got a chapter on clout chasing in my book, man. So y'all gonna need them clout chasing precepts because it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's give them one on clout chasing because y'all might not think clout chasing is in the Bible. That's why I say when y'all buy my precept book, I'm unlocking the Bible for y'all. You understand? So let's give them one precept on clout chasing, if I could. Okay, ain't no sweat. Where my engineer at? I got y'all. Let me give y'all this precept on clout chasing from my book. Um, let's go to Galatians 1 and 10 on clout chase. This is a clout chasing precept. Galatians 1 and 10. For do I now persuade men or God, or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Christ. Like that's a clout chasing precept right there. Um, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people today, you know what I'm saying, that's all they trying to do is you know what I'm saying, is please man. And when you try, like I said in green letter again, you know what I'm saying? So matter of fact, so let me read the green letter for y'all. Let me read it over again for y'all. Galatians 1 and 10. For for do I now persuade men or God, or do I seek to please men? You know what I'm saying? He asking a question. But anyway, I'm gonna just read it straight through all the way to my green. So, for if I yet please men, I should not be the same servant of Christ. So, like I said, so y'all could read that scripture and then in green letter, I give y'all the understanding on it. So y'all could just, like I said, like y'all could just say what I say verbatim to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching y'all too. So in green letter, I pretty much break the scripture down saying, seeking to please men is always turning your camera on for views or approval of others. I have noticed in this era that we can't even enjoy a day out to have fun without the urge to bring your phone with you, which is also bringing people that's sitting in their house lazy, looking to something to say negative to or give you a like. Meanwhile, you're bringing your phone out on a day to have fun, spending your money to please people. That's you pleasing people that's just in the house. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You can put me back on the screen. You know what I mean? So like that's I made that Galatians scripture like the main the first scripture for you know what I'm saying for clout chasing, because y'all doing it to persuade men. You know what I'm saying? So if you stop trying to care what other people say, and you know what I'm saying, because they don't mean nothing anyway. You gotta understand, when you clout chasing, you're poor, you're broke, you spending your money. You understand? Like y'all spending y'all money to please other people. And when you start doing that, you gotta continue doing that because they watching you for that. Whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? So that's clout chasing, pleasing men. For Christ, you ain't gotta clout chase and you know what I'm saying, spend money that you don't have. You know what I mean? Like it's another scripture also, you know what I'm saying, the buyer is slave to the lender. You know what I mean? So also in clout chasing, if you know what I'm saying, the buyer, it's in Proverbs, the buyer is slave to the lender. So in this metaphor, you're slave to the buyer. All these clout chasing girls, you know what I'm saying, twerking for TikTok, twerking for Instagram stories, you know what I'm saying? Then you follow what I need some money, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all shake y'all butt in the first story. I come behind it, it was like, you know what I'm saying, I don't, you know what I'm saying, oh, I don't need no hearts, I need some money. You know what I'm saying? Like the buyer is slave to the lender. You know what I'm saying? Like at the you know what I'm saying? Like you still slave to doing that. Like they only following you because you're going to show your butt to them. And that's it. So we need to stop clout chasing out here. And you know, I give you some clout chasing precepts. You know what I mean? Like one thing I was talking about with this book was like this the ebook. So like I said, I'm doing a deluxe version too, which is going to be on hard copy. Now with the deluxe version, you still gonna get all these chapters. You still gonna get the same chapters, you're gonna get the same precepts, but you're gonna get more precepts in the same chapters, and you're also gonna get more topics in the paper book. And outside of more topics that's being broken down with precepts, I'm also going to teach a little the word Lashawan Kadash. 1 second, my bad. So the word Lashawan Kadash in Hebrew means holy tongue. So in the hard book, I'm going to teach some Lashawan Kadash. You know what I'm saying? So what you could look forward to the Lashawan Kadash that's going to be true is, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to give y'all like the days of the week. I'm going to give y'all the months. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach y'all how to count in Hebrew from 1 to 10. You know what I'm saying? From 10 to 20. You know what I'm saying? 30. You know what I'm saying? I know how to count in Hebrew. Um, you know what I'm saying? All the way to 100. You know what I'm saying? So there's no, uh, so, so the ebook cool, but if you want more out your purchase, you gonna want to wait for the deluxe. Well, not wait. You're gonna want to buy this for now because I'm not releasing. Well, I'm not finished with the deluxe version, and that'll be hard copy. So you won't be able to, you know what I'm saying, just bring up your email on that because you know you're gonna have to you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to actually open the book for that one. And I hope y'all definitely support the deluxe version. Let me see what else I get into. on that on my precept book. Let me go to the table of contents. Mm, salvation is for all people. Oh yeah, so you're gonna also get how to cut revelations. You know, forget all the cut scriptures and all that. You know what I'm saying? I give y'all the virtuous woman and contentious woman precepts, you know what I'm saying, something for the sisters, the sisters looking for the Proverbs 31 breakdown, and I'll reveal that. Um Lahefa, can you actually I'll let you show them the Proverbs 31 breakdown. So yeah, you can find that breakdown under virtuous woman, contentious woman precepts. I'll show y'all the Proverbs 31 breakdown. It's already well known, so I don't mind showing y'all that. That's in the book. So you know what I mean? Y'all buy this book. Y'all buy this book. Let me see. Virtuous, contentious woman precept. All right, scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. It's gonna say like Proverbs 31. Nah, go up, go up, go up. Go up. It's gonna be the last page of it. Go down. Yeah, this slide right here. Isn't it? Okay, yeah, there it go. Proverbs 31. So I give y'all the Proverbs 31 breakdown. You know what I'm saying, sisters? Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Then you know what I'm saying, you gotta skip to 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. 13. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. 16. Um, she considereth the field. Oh, she considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands, she planted a vineyard. 20. Can you scroll down a little bit so I can see it? Okay, verse 20. She stretches out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reaches forth her hands to the needy. You know what I mean? So like Proverbs 31 is explaining what a virtuous woman is, you know what I mean? So then like I said, like once you read all the precepts and then I give it to you right there in green letter right there. So I wrote a Proverbs 31 woman is a virtuous person. A woman that is wise knows how to work. Because of her good works, her husband will be known by her name. A virtuous woman is not a woman that prices just above rubies. It's a woman that put her brick in, and her worth shows she is far above rubies. And all these precepts from 10, 12, 13, 16, 20, 26, and 23 is showing that, like verse 26, you know what I mean? She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and her tongue is the law of kindness. You know what I'm saying? That's a virtuous woman. It's not some girl that's, like these girls that's on baddies. Every time they open their mouth, you know what I'm saying, it ends with a fight. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all think y'all virtuous because y'all got money that's loaned to y'all, and y'all got a body. You know what I'm saying? You're not virtuous because you know what I'm saying? When I say loan, I'm saying because y'all not really rich. That's borrowed money that you gotta pay back. Verse 23, you know what I mean? So like I said, she opened, so I put 26 before 23 because I want y'all to read it like this. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. then you jump down to 23. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about how he's, you know what I'm saying? That's talking about how he is known through his you know what I'm saying, through his rib. You know what I'm saying? All the good deeds that y'all do, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole, you know what I'm saying, imagine your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, homeowners association. You a girl that's going through the neighborhood, you walking your dog, everybody know you. Every time they see you, you waving. You know what I'm saying? It's always wise words being said, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's the woman you are. You full of joy. Everybody know you. You only speak wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And you got your, you know what I'm saying? You got your man in the crib. Well, they might not talk to him, but they talk to you, so they know him, you know what I'm saying, because of your name. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Not every you know what I'm saying, not every woman is known through their man. A man could also be known through a woman also. And that's a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being known by a virtuous woman. I don't know about y'all. Mhm. Okay, you could bring me back up. Let me see what else I got going on for y'all. Okay. So I broke down the Sabbath. Well, a woman that shows kindness, patience, compassion, hard worker, resilient, happy, joyful, respectful. Exactly. Like me. Interesting. Exactly. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, like you get like, you know what I'm saying, Khan, Zedekiah, Khan, appreciate it. Yeah, man, like you know what I'm saying, this the Hebrew pack right here, man. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, so you get the you know what I'm saying, you get the virtuous woman, get the contentious woman, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So you get the virtuous woman, you get the contentious woman precepts, you know, like just like there's a virtuous woman, there's also the contentious woman out there too. So I got the precepts for that. And you know what I mean? So y'all buy the book, you know what I'm saying, brothers that, you know, need to find out like why, you know what I'm saying, like why is she like that? You know what I'm saying? I got all the precepts that's gonna help y'all right there. Um, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. Now this is a big one. This is a big one. I also did how to deal with so don't want to talk about that right now. Okay. Okay, also did Israelites are not Muslims, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said y'all that's why I said y'all buy this precept book, y'all get everything you need. It's you know what I'm saying, you can't go wrong with it. You know what I mean? Y'all buying Hebrews to Negroes, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to buy precepts for your thoughts because this is something that you actually can use, you know what I mean, right here. So um like I said, so I talk about, well, I give the precepts on Israelites are not Muslims. I give the reincarnation. I give a reincarnation breakdown. You know what I mean? Because I get the reincarnation breakdown, and I also give how to deal with death breakdowns also. And like I said, this just the ebook, man. The deluxe version is, you know what I'm saying, coming, working on it. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like I get inspiration through I get inspiration through a lot of things. So that's why I said like this deluxe version, it's gonna be crazy, man. Like the only way I could really explain this deluxe version is um like I want to say Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life, Volume 1. You know what I mean? He came out with volume 2. And you know what I'm saying? That's going to be precepts for your thoughts, man. Like it's going to be something that you got to have cuz y'all getting all this with the ebook. So imagine what you about to get on the you know what I'm saying, on a hardback copy. Okay, Micaiah said, how did you come up with that title of the book? If I could, I was trying to think, okay, so like what should I call it? A Hebrew Israelite precept book or what? But it was like, nah, you don't want to call it that. And then, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'll give you your credit because you helped me come up with the name. Micaiah, you was like precept for your thoughts. And then I was like, okay, I thought about it. And as soon as it, you know, like in my head, you know what I'm saying, this is the image that came up for precept for your thoughts right here. So I was like, okay, I like that name because as soon as you told me coming up with that name, you know what I'm saying, this is kind of what popped up in my head. Like, you know what I'm saying, like a Bible coming from the clouds and, and everything. Like what I really wanted was like was like the cloud to like be the words, precepts for your thoughts, line upon line, here a little, there a little. So but you know, I did the best I can. I don't want to butcher your name, but I see you. You said I love the virtuous woman thing. I wonder where the character layout for men is. The character layout for men. Okay, yeah. So that's in the same chapter. You know what I mean? So the same way I talk about how virtuous the woman is in that same chapter. You know what I'm saying? I got something for the men also. You know what I mean? But I think you're saying where's the character layout for men? Okay. You know what? Like I said, I got a deluxe version um, of the same book coming. So I'm gonna remember what you just said right there, and I'm gonna come up with a title. So the same. Okay. So you're looking for a kingdom man is what you basically asking me for. You looking for precepts of a kingdom man? Um, can you type yes or no if I kind of clarified your question? Because yeah, I think you're right though. Like if I did, you know what I'm saying, what's a virtuous woman, then I should do know what I'm saying, what's a kingdom man look like? I ain't think of that at the time, um but that's why I feel like that's why I said that this that's why I said, man, this deluxe version is like it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be hard copy. Really, man, it's gonna be so good. I might gotta make it an ebook at the same time. So Micaiah said, what are common traps for aspiring what are common traps for aspiring writers as well as yourself? Break that down for me a little bit so I can understand your question. What are common traps for aspiring writers? Just break down what are common traps, what you mean by that. And but as well as yourself, um as far as me, man, like I don't um I just try not to put the pressure on me. I just do me, and I do me without the pressure. But one thing about doing me is, you know what I'm saying, I live up to the pressure. Like, and so like I told myself, okay, I'm gonna do a precept book. And I was like, you know what I'm saying, give me like 3 months and I have it done. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? All this information that I have, all I gotta do is actually take the time aside and actually, you know what I'm saying, just do it. You know what I mean? So I gave myself like a 3 month timeline and I ended up finishing the book in like 1 month. But as you can see, like it's a very detailed it's a very detailed book. You know, oh, it's lucky, y'all. But yeah, it's a very detailed book. I didn't rush through it, and you're gonna get more than what you paid for, man. Trust me. What else I got going on in this book? Okay, I got the what? Oh, okay, bet. So I got skin color of the Israelites and the angel colors. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real good chapter too. And I don't just do the, you know what I'm saying, I am black like unto the ground scriptures like the Songs of Solomon and Jeremiah, the Lamentations 5. Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? I think I actually do a breakdown on a brother named Absalom. You know what I mean? So if y'all don't know about Absalom, this breakdown came to me by Tarak. Or you know what I mean? So Tarak was breaking down Absalom, and he was saying that, Absalom was what was he? Was he Solomon's son? So Absalom was Solomon's son or King David's son, one of them, right? And so Absalom characteristics of his hair, well, you know what I'm saying, like his skin color was just like mine, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, brown or gold skin, just like mine, but his hair was like so thick, like he never cut his hair, and it was so thick. And you know what I'm saying, like imagine some, you know what I'm saying, like some dreadhead who locks us all the way down to his, you know what I'm saying, legs, and like it's so strong and just locked up, you know what I mean? So like Absalom hair, like it wasn't dreaded, but it was like a big afro that was just stuck, as if you could think of some, you know what I'm saying, some dreadhead that just hair is just strong. So Absalom was fleeing on his horse. He was trying to get away from war. And what ended up happening was you know what I'm saying, he wasn't paying attention, and his hair got caught on a tree branch as his horse was riding him. So the horse kept going, and Absalom, like he's just stuck in a tree because of his hair. His hair was so long. Think of dreadhead, you know what I'm saying? Think of dreadhead today, a rasta hair getting stuck in a tree. Like that was Absalom, but with that nappy afro, big afro. He was stuck hanging from a tree. You know what I mean? Like if you could think his hair could get stuck in a tree, think of like that. Think of like if you just were wearing your hair out and like, you know what I'm saying, how, you know what I'm saying, like what's that thing? You know what I'm saying? Like when your hair get wet or you start sweating, the shrinkage. Imagine like major shrinkage, but his hair is a long, big afro. That joint got stuck in a tree, and and he couldn't get down. You know what I'm saying? Like that explains black people hair right there. So I took that description of Absalom, and he was stuck in a tree all the way until King David soldiers went looking for him and found him stuck in a tree, just stuck in a tree. You know what I mean? And King David uh, soldiers, you know what I'm saying, they killed him. You know what I'm saying? They stabbed him to death while he's stuck in the tree. You know what I mean? But King David words were, you know what I'm saying, find Absalom and bring him to me. But these soldiers, you know what I'm saying, like they knew that he ran from war, being a, you know what I'm saying, y'all could read that for yourselves. It's in the precept book, but y'all could read that chapter for yourselves. They felt out, well, they felt like he ran from, you know what I'm saying, he was supposed to be with his brothers, no cowards. So you know what I'm saying, being a coward, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to honor what your father said. You know what I'm saying? You got scared, you ran away. That long hair got you stuck on the tree. And the men that was supposed to bring you to your father, they didn't do what he said. And they end up killing Absalom right where he hung from the tree because of his long hair. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no, white man hair. That ain't no Jewish man hair being stuck on a tree like that. It's only a black man hair that's capable of being, that woolly to get stuck in a tree like that. Y'all get information like that in my precept book. Micaiah said, do you try more to be original or to deliver to readers what they want? I'm definitely original. Like I said, I'm the only Hebrew Israelite, that's pushing you can buy and sell on the Sabbath. You won't get that nowhere else except precept for your thought, line upon line, here a little, there a little. I break down the true understanding of, how the Sabbath serves you and now you serving the Sabbath. And part of that is you can buy and sell on the Sabbath. So, I'm definitely original as always. Y'all can check my channel. I got Hebrew Anonymous going on. That's something original. Created the only Hebrew Israelite dating show out here called Blind Dating Faith. So I'm original. And when it comes to the, precepts for your thoughts, I'm original too. You know what I mean? Um, this ain't some copy and paste precept book, you know. Nah, this is, like the Bible is what it is, People gonna use the same scriptures, but it's how you it's it's the placement. Oh, hey, most high in Christ. Most high in Christ, I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, like the Bible is what it is, and people are going to have the same precepts, but it's only like uh like your spirit going to lead you to who you should actually get guided from in the scriptures. You know what I mean? So that whole, man, like you feel ashamed because because you want to take your kids to the water park, to Great Adventure, Six Flags, Kings Dominion, wherever you are in the world. You feel ashamed because you might want to snap a photo, you and your kids at one of these amusement parks or the water park. First thing somebody gonna say is, "Oh, uh, what you doing on the Sabbath? You're not supposed to be buying and selling on the Sabbath." Like you're gonna feel ashamed to, what I'm saying. And meanwhile, these are same people that's fat in the crib, like with nothing to do but scroll the internet and talk about, oh, you ain't supposed to be buying and selling. Well, you need to go work out also. You just on the internet just trying to judge people, and you're not a judge. That's another thing with Hebrew Israelites. Let me answer this question because I'm getting fired up. Salakia. What was your hardest chapters to write in the book? My hardest breakdown off the top was definitely the Adam and Eve breakdown. That breakdown took me like 2 days. Um, the Adam and Eve off the top, actually the Adam and Eve, it took me like 4 days to actually get the proper breakdown. Actually vet the breakdown, and I watched I watched I watched a few debates on Adam and Eve. So I took my time with the Adam and Eve chapter of the book to make sure, um like, man, that Adam and Eve, man, like I did a lot of, a lot of research on that to make sure it's the proper breakdown. And yeah, like you said, if they like I said, yeah, talking about the Sabbath, if check this out on the Sabbath, uh like say, let me read your comment. If they phone charger broke, they gonna go to the store They, you know what I'm saying, they gonna go to the store and buy themselves a phone charger, ain't they? They not gonna just let their phone die. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all know what I want to call y'all, but I'm not gonna do that. But y'all people that just sit in the house, y'all just sit in the house, y'all just scroll your phone just to judge people. People like that, you know what I'm saying? I just hope y'all can read my mind because come on, man. You gonna let your phone, you know what I'm saying? You gonna let your phone die. Now nobody can reach you. You know what I mean? No, you gonna go to the store, you gonna buy you a phone charger. If your phone charger got a shortage on the Sabbath, say it happened on the Sabbath, you're not gonna let your phone die. You're gonna get you a charger. And a lot of y'all do it, you know. I'm not gonna call no camp name out or nothing, but man, y'all be having y'all Passovers and y'all be selling on the Passover. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all buy gas on the Sabbath also. That's what y'all do. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already buying and selling on Sabbath, but y'all want to keep the old ways of the doctrine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna come out and, be who I am. That don't sit with my spirit. It don't sit with the scriptures. And you know what I'm saying, it's gonna take somebody to actually say it. You know what I'm saying? You can free yourself. You can buy and sell on the Sabbath. You know what I mean? Another example, man, like um and please don't be ignorant, or please don't try to be petty and be like, oh, I'll use some tissue. Come on now. One of your kids outside playing and they got a, you know what I'm saying, a big scar and that joint bleeding, falling off their bike or something like that, and you out of band-aids, do not say you're gonna buy some tissue, or do not say you're gonna put tissue over her scar and now the blood is, you know what I'm saying, going through the paper towel, the tissue. No. You're gonna go up the street to Walmart, you're gonna get some peroxide, you're gonna buy bandages on the Sabbath, if when it happens on the Sabbath, and you're gonna buy on the Sabbath. That's what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like maybe it's where I'm from, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like the Bible is practical. It's not some religious thing where so you come into the truth and it's like you just warp into, I can't buy and sell on the Sabbath. I gotta wear fringes. You warp into um you warp into, oh, it's the lunar Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath fall on the Wednesday because of the moon. You know what I mean? Like you don't the Bible is practical. The Sabbath is Saturday. You can buy and sell on the Sabbath. You can buy my book and get the understanding. Um, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Women, y'all can wear pants. You know what I mean? You know, like the Bible is practical. You know what I mean? A woman can wear what pertains to her. You know what I'm saying? Pants don't just pertain to men. They got women sewn jeans for women. You know what I mean? Men, uh, ASAP Rocky, you know what I'm saying, dressing like Rihanna. You might not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That is against the law. Let me rephrase what I said. Dressing like ASAP Rocky, that's trying to dress like Rihanna, that is against the law. You know what I mean? Dressing like the brat for women, okay, a girl like that that's putting on, you know what I'm saying, a manly spirit clearly, like the brat, the rapper, dressing like that, yeah, that is against the law. But a woman in general, practically speaking, wearing pants is not breaking the law. You know what I mean? And that's the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to La Hefa, the boss. You know what I mean? She wrote, um, you know what I'm saying? I saw the promo video and she put what you put in the promo video talking about, Ahavah breaks down thinking like thinking with common sense or something like that you put in a promo. And I was like, damn, I'm up here thinking back to I'm thinking back to my precept, but I'm like, damn, you know what? Everything I put in here, it is common sense. It is practical, you know what I'm saying? It is practical. Okay, yeah, that is what this means. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Thank you know what I'm saying, the water to Zedekiah. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, he the reason why I'm even on YouTube, you know. Give me 1 second. Let me how much time I got? How much time I got, Rima? Probably get into something else real quick too, if I could. 7.
Like 10 more minutes.
Okay, 10 more minutes. Okay. All right. Let me close out with this. Got like 10 more minutes. Y'all know over here at the Lions Den, you know what I'm saying? Karima hosts. Karima opens her platform up to you know what I'm saying, people with common sense, you know what I mean? Like she, you know what I'm saying, she got some other shows going on after me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for letting me, you know what I'm saying, this was a perfect time slot for me. Thank you for bringing me on for this. But yeah, man, like a little bit
Oh,
about me. Go ahead.
I said, you definitely welcome
Yeah,
anytime.
thank you, thank you. Um, but yeah, I just want to tell y'all a little bit about me. I wear pants to church. Yeah, you can wear pants, you know what I mean? Like don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like don't take pictures in dresses just for Facebook because you worried about, you know, Israelites commenting on your photo talking about you know what I'm saying, oh why you got pants? You know what I'm saying? No, that's BS. Micaiah said women cross dressing like a man and men dressing like a woman. That's when it becomes a sin. But but yeah, man, I said something earlier. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Uh I bet niggas will pay I bet niggas will pay to bond out on the Sabbath. They will. they will. They will pay to bond out on the Sabbath. Definitely right. I like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now we thinking practically, you know what I'm saying? We thinking how, yeah, that's the spirit of the Bible right there. You know what I mean? Like once you understand that you are Israelite and the thinking that Zedekiah just did right there, the thinking that Micaiah did, the you know what I'm saying, the awakening that I'm trying to give y'all, that's the spirit of an Israelite. You know what I mean? It's not you cannot buy and sell on the Sabbath. That wasn't the spirit of things. And buy my book, because I don't want to get into it, so y'all can get the breakdown on it. God damn, I want to tell y'all so bad, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let that go for a little bit. But I do want to say it, but man, I'm not gonna do it, man. Y'all gotta I'm not gonna do it because, you know, Israelites that show no support, they just want to watch your videos and they want to make commentary videos and go in on you. But they don't want to spend a dollar. They don't want to support. And that's why I did a chapter on clout chasing, because y'all watch people go live and all that, and y'all not supporting them. Y'all watching to, you know, for free. You just being fat on your phone, watching somebody else spend their money. No, you spend your money. This person chose to go out, take you to a restaurant, go live, show you what they eating. They spending their money. You being fat just in the house. No, spend your money. Go support that person that's going live, showing you what they eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's spread this money in a circle in this community. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's clout chasing. Y'all, man, y'all. Anyway, man, like that's why I was about to get into. I don't know how much time I got. I got less than 5 minutes probably. I'm gonna just go out on this, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's where I come from, man. I'm from, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Riverdale, Maryland. And like I just come up a different way. Like I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like where I come from, um, I wasn't too far from Roach, the boxer that really that got the draw to Tank Davis, but really he beat Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't come too far. Like I ain't live that far away from Roach. That should win the, you know what I'm saying, the rematch against Javante Davis Tank. But like I don't know, man. Like maybe it's where I'm from. But you know, like when I came into the truth, initially it was this dude that was smoking weed saying that he was an Israelite, and it was people trolling him, like white people trolling him, talking about, oh, you a monkey. And this dude, meanwhile, this dude smoking weed, he going back and forth with the trolls. And like I remember plain as day, like this white person was like, oh, you a monkey. And then he went on his phone, he typed in like the recess gene of white people actually being monkeys. And this dude showed a picture. Um, hold on. Let me try to bring it up because this is how I came into the truth. That's why I say it's probably where I'm from. You know what I'm saying, the reason why I am the way I am. Let me try typing as fast as this. White people look like. Yeah, so basically, man, like this white person said that I don't know, basically like y'all can find it, but really white people are the closest genes, or however he broke it down. But the white person was like, he look, you know what I'm saying, black people are the N words, black people are like monkey. And he was smoking his weed, he saw that comment, he pointed him out, and he pulled up his phone showing a side by side image of a white person and a monkey. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? No, y'all are the monkeys. Y'all look like monkeys. Y'all genes are the most closest to, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying, to being a monkey. And meanwhile, this dude, you know, and other people throwing scripture questions at him. This dude is literally smoking out of a bomb, and he's answering their questions with scriptures, and he's killing them, and then he blocking them. I was like, damn, this dude cold. So so I hit him up because he was from where I was from, you know what I'm saying, Maryland. I hit him up. I'm like, yo, man, like you up here talking to people, but you literally quoting the Bible. Like, what is that? And he, you know, and then he broke it down how he a Hebrew Israelite, and he also was going. And this is another reason why I know smoking weed ain't a problem, because this dude was smoking weed. He said he was an Israelite and he had stomach cancer. And I was watching him because like he was going live, thinking that he was recording his last days. And you know what I'm saying? Because the doctor told him that he had stomach cancer, and he had 6 months to live. So that was another reason why I was watching him. And he actually introduced me to what a Hebrew Israelite was. And meanwhile, so like, you know, 4 months go on, and watching them, 5 months, 6 months. Um, Meanwhile, this dude steady going live, smoking weed, um, going at the trolls, and no, not going at the trolls, answering trolls questions with the Bible while smoking a bomb. I couldn't believe it because I was like, you know, I call myself Christian, but I really wasn't. Like I ain't do anything that I was supposed to do as a Christian when I was coming up. I just call myself Christian. And when I came across this brother live stream, his name is like Evan Judah. Uh Can a man put on a dress that made for men? I don't know why you would do that, but um if you're gonna put on a dress that's made for a man and you start acting feminine and doing all that, then yeah, man, wearing a dress is a sin. But if you wearing like a oh, okay, you taking it to designer dress. Hey, no, I'm saying hold your point real quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep his comment up. But let me finish this before, because like I'm limited on time. But yeah, man. So like I said, so this brother had stomach cancer, and I'm watching him. And like every day he go live, like he like, yo, this could be my last live and all this stuff. He always talking about how the doctor said he had 6 months to live, smoking weed, uh answering trolls questions with the Bible. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And then the dude was up the street from me in Maryland. I had to go meet the dude. I met up with him, and the same way he was on live was the same way he was on person. Like, I started calling him my uncle. I was like, yo, Uncle Ev, and all that. I introduced him to my daughter and all that. My daughter called him Uncle Ev. I called him Uncle Ev. And man, so like I said, this was like back in like about 8 years ago. I went to go check the brother YouTube channel out. The brother is still alive. And the doctor said he had 6 months to live and he still smoked weed. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? The brother changed up his diet, and everything, man. So, um, you know what I'm saying? For a dude that had stomach cancer, and he didn't take the chemo. The doc, and like, and he was adamant on that on his live. He like, yo, the doctor wanted me to take chemo. Like I'm on the most high time. And when he was saying stuff like that, you know what I mean, he on the most high time. He, you know what I'm saying, he refusing the chemo. He's still smoking his weed. You know what I'm saying? He was well versed in the scriptures. Um, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, yo, this brother's outliving people that's in the truth saying that they don't smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? In real time, I'm seeing the dude who's saying that his days are numbered, still, you know what I'm saying, still living. I couldn't believe it. But let me answer Ben y'all question. If the designer says this dress is for men, can a man buy and wear it? Um if the designer if the dress is for a man, if the dress say is for a man, oh wait, think back to the other question real quick. I think I remember it. He said if the designer say if the designer of the dress say it's for men, if the designer says the dress is for men, can a man buy and wear it? If a man got money, he could buy and wear the designer dress if he wants to. Now, the scriptures say, can a man, something I'm saying, can a man wear what pertains to a woman? No. Should you wear a dress? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Don't call it like, don't buy that designer dress talking about I'm confident. You know what I'm saying, I'm confident in what I wear. No. If you buy that designer dress that the designer said is made for a man, you know, you know what I'm saying, real alpha men is going to look at you and be like, okay, that brother is something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool on him, you know what I'm saying? And watch him. But for you with these big ass muscles, look like you box or work out, for you to be asking that question, will you buy a dress that a designer say can be worn by men? Will you, with all them muscles, buy a dress and do it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting off this live until you answer. I need to know that with all them muscles. What was the other question? Me, I'm not buying no dress. You know what I'm saying? Smashing Idol. Smashing Idol said, might as well they change the calendar and more we gotta go by the Sabbath counting. So I guess the same for clothes. I don't really get what you're saying on that one. Might as well, might as well. They changed. I don't get that one. I'm waiting for the other brother with the muscles. I need to know why somebody with all them muscles decided to ask me, like, why is that on your mind? Can a man, like, if the designer of the dress say it's for men, why is that on your mind that you're asking me, a dude that do not wear dresses, by the way, can a man wear that dress? Like, that's not even a common thing to even ask. You understand? So that's why, I need to know you with them big, like, I need you to respond, because you know what I mean. I don't, like I said, man. Like some of these questions, like y'all people that got, like, so called got this knowledge, like y'all be showing y'all hand, man. Like, especially on these Facebook comments, man. Like, y'all, like, come on, man. Like, y'all, um, like, y'all listen to Dr. Umar, y'all listen to Mandika Mali, y'all listen to Zarya, y'all listen to Priest Sakai, uh, y'all say whatever y'all following, like, come on, man. Like you kind of telling me something, like you kind of telling me that you off in real life. I'm just letting you know where I'm from. You know what I mean? Like this, like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all watch Javante Davis Tank, and you know what I'm saying, and Roach too, man. Like I said, y'all watch Roach, y'all watch the interviews, you know what I'm saying? Uh the energy he gives off is where I'm from. You know what I mean? Like, don't ask me that type of question, bro. Like, and please respond too. God damn, like, I'm limited on time. Like, come on, man. You got all them muscles. You asking me, why would you ask me that? Like, is that a common thing to ask somebody? Come on now. Like, and then you got a monkey wrench. So you are a loyal person on this channel. This is like, come on, yeah. Come on, man. Yo, answer the question. Don't, come on, man. Like, I don't know. Like, if you need it, like, you know what I'm saying, give him the link or whatever. You know, I mean, like, I damn near want to I damn near want to cash app you to answer the question at this point. Come on, bro. $5. $5 to answer my question. Why you with all the muscles asking me, can a man wear a dress if a designer say that? Come on now. You got the monkey wrench. You got the monkey wrench for a reason. I'm just curious, man, because man, that's not a common thing that, man, like, y'all niggas on the internet, man, like, yo, another thing about me, man, like, I don't get along with people, man. Salaki, I just don't, man. Like, I tried to go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? A brother asked me how you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I go to the damn gym, man. If I'm working out on the machine, and I'm taking a break on the machine after working out, like, dude, do not come up to me ask me, am I done? And then if I say no, do not come back to me talking about, oh, well, how many reps are you doing? Dude, I don't get along with people, yo. I don't get along with people. Don't ask me anything. You know what I mean? I'm there to not be walked up on. I'm on Lions Den to not be asked, can a man wear a dress? Coming from a man with big muscles. Do you have a dress in your closet? Like, you know what I'm saying? Make that your profile picture. I don't get along with people, man. I don't know what's Lahafa boss. I'm good, man. I'm about to crash out. Salaki. I'm good, man. Like I said, on Amazon,
There we go, closing out.
get
And don't let no comment get up in you. Sometimes some people is trying to ask the question. I would like, if he was, but it's probably a delay in him you responding to his question.
So he probably already had left. So, he probably will answer it, later on in the comments. So if
Oh
he do.
yeah.
But yeah, don't get offended. Some people ask certain things. I think it was kind of like a question off of the fact that the woman said, she can wear pants in church. So it's like, probably a feed off question about, okay, you said it's okay for her. Is it okay for a man to wear a dress? If, I don't know. I'm just, you know what I mean, guessing. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
he just was asking the question. I don't think he feels that type of way and wear dresses. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, this internet get to me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Check me out on Facebook, Ahavah, grafted in pod, Ahavah, one word, grafted, the middle word, INPOD, the last name, I'll come up. Do not send me a friend request. Just follow me. Like I said, I just follow me. Don't send me a friend request. I'll follow you back. You know what I'm saying? Uh if you want to buy my book, man, like I said, it's a lot of information in there on Amazon, Precepts for your thoughts. Line upon line, here a little, there a little. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Thank you for you know what I'm saying, let me come on the platform. You know what I'm saying? Uh
Yeah, you good.
I'm
You'll be
thankful.
back. You know what I mean? Some questions.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
going to be
for
back and
sure.
these questions, you know?
Yeah, man. All esteem to the most high. And before we go, can you play that grafted in for me on the outro?
Yeah, I got you.
World
Okay, you
premiere,
said,
world premiere.
here, you got another question real quick before you go out.
Can you explain Isaiah 28? You caught me before I was about to go. Let me see. Can I get a donation of $5? Isaiah, I'm about to pull it up, but can I get a donation of $5 to answer your question? Isaiah 28 and 13. I got it pulled up. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. So I got you. So can you send me a cash app of $5 and I got you? I just read it. Isaiah 28 and 13. I'll give you a couple of seconds. The cash app right there. Ahavah Yah, because I came on here to talk about my book. I ain't come on here to battle with nobody. But if I am going to battle, and if you're not going to buy the book, then you could send me a donation to my cash app and I'll answer your question right now. Give you a couple of seconds. But I'm gonna start with, we know that the heavens, you know what I'm saying? The heaven, you know what I'm saying? So depending on your understanding of heaven and hell, heaven is on earth. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start with there. You know what I'm saying? Um, are we obeying God's laws on earth? No. So that'll cause the most high to be angry, right? So if he's gonna shake the heavens, you know what I mean? What happens with these earthquakes and all that? Now, can I get a cash app before I go deeper into your question? Since I came here to talk about my book and you want to battle, if you ain't going to do that, man, you know what I mean? We got a world premiere for y'all. Zedekiah, you know what I'm saying, in the chat. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Zedekiah song grafted in. Because I know the brother ain't going to buy the book, smash an idol. You're not going to buy the book. So, like I said, I'll answer your question. I gave you part of my answer right there. If you cash out me, I'll finish it off. But you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna buy the book. I really don't want to answer your question, and that's how I'm rocking. Yeah, smash the idol. He not gonna buy the book or cash out me to finish his question off. So yeah, let's get the grafted in. Let's get the grafted in going. World premiere is Zedekiah, man.
Yahweh Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shabaraka. In the name of your only begotten Son, Christ, we ask you to protect us, Lord. Watch over us, Lord. Keep us.
Yahweh Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shabaraka. Wake up from sleep, feeding the sheep. If you want the kingdom, you must be born again. The Bible like a sword, precepts so sharp it'll pierce your skin. Bring it out. We ain't never gonna break a being. 2 Corinthians 4:8-10. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Okay. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Yes, sir. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. On me. I'ma dance like David, chariot to the kingdom. I hope y'all make it. My faith ain't shaking, staying in the spirit. Too hard for me to fake it. Stay patient, stay away from bacon. Earthquaking, lakes need hydration. Wars on elevation, the most high visitations. They praying while we waiting. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Got the Holy Ghost now, remember what I forgot. Even when I got shot, so rock 5 and 7, I used to tarry a lot. Shoulders were so heavy, I used to carry a lot. I let the Lord in and then he thinking the plot. Divine intervention, they got me thinking a lot. His grace was like fruit, the cherry right on the top. The water to the Abba, that's the Father. We ain't worshiping these idols, throw the cross and kick the Kaaba. It's Zedekiah and Ahavah. All these spiritual gifts wax fat like Jabba. For all our sons and our daughters, hoping for a healing, I pray trouble the water. In the truth like a toddler, honeycomb sweet like peaches on cob. They put tears in my eyes to get circumcised. Had to put the pride aside and repent from all the lies. We gon' cheer when we see Christ in the sky. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 got me measuring the time, doing the will of God to have you healing the blind. All of the brokenhearted to take you right out your bind. 1 foot in, the blind leading the blind. The kingdom is in us, so why we looking for signs? Wake up from sleep, feeding the sheep. If you want the kingdom, you must be born again. The Bible like a sword, precepts so sharp it'll pierce your skin. Bring it out. We ain't never gonna break a being. 2 Corinthians 4:8-10. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Okay. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Yes, sir. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in.
On me. Nigga, you ain't really like that. If Satan gon' fight you, is you gon' fight back? Coming straight off the top like a hi-hat. If you ain't gon' do nothing, get my life back. Nigga, here's a precept. Gon' get your life back. 4-in-1, it's a life pack. If you at a lower state, it's a life jack. Fake the law together, it's a life hack.
Isaiah 28:11, how he speak to us. Deuteronomy, the history, it is deep enough. Let me tell you how we made it out that struggle bus. Muzzled up, yoke iron around our neck oppressed, we had to muscle up. Built this whole Egypt, had to hustle up. Getting whipped on our back every day till the sun was up. Children given to another people, we was really stuck.
Why you had to tell them all that? Now you cutting up.
Trying to do a 360, my flesh missed the world, but the world don't miss me. Pouring into cups, but my cup looked empty. Trusted in the Most High, now I got plenty, that's a fact. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall never lack. I pray to the east, throw it up and get it back. Matthew, going for it if you looking for a snack. Oh, you think you got the truth? I'm just saying word. Wake up from sleep, feeding the sheep. If you want the kingdom, you must be born again. The Bible like a sword, precepts so sharp it'll pierce your skin. Bring it out. We ain't never gonna break a being. 2 Corinthians 4:8-10. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Okay. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Yes, sir. Get grafted in. get grafted in. Before Yahaawadah come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. On me.